Be well and welcome, everyone, to Wellness Beyond the Witchlight. Because, well, when you're here, you're well. Whew. That one didn't feel good. That one didn't feel good at any point. My name's Philip. I'm the wellness master of this game because I like to give myself weird names before all of the different games we run on this channel. And surrounding me are our wonderful and talented players. Say, be well, players. And do this with your fingers while you do it to make it extra weird. Be well. Yeah. It's weird because it's toxic positivity. Yes. Before we jump into this wild and crazy game, I want to say thank you to a few folks. I want to say thanks to DM Charlie Gaming for raiding us last night, as well as to Anna Vicino for 5 gift subs donated out there to viewers. That's so appreciated. All these subs are really cool. We are doing a thing. I am not promoting it as much as I should, maybe because I don't actually want to have to do a TikTok dance. If we make it to 100 subs, we are going to have a TikTok dance to an original song in 13/8 time because of Blood from a Stone. And yes, that'll be a thing.
Do we all have to dance in the TikTok?
Well, you were not present for this, so I really don't think you have to, no. Now,
we get like an extra something in the game if we dance.
Will you want to once you see the amazing TikTok dance? Probably not, because I won't want to, because I don't like TikTok. It scares me.
I'm too old for TikTok.
Yes, it is too. I'm not saying you're too old for TikTok, but I am saying it's too much. It's too fast. You can't get your bearings. It's just a bunch of dancing too. It's just a bunch of kids. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand the idea. It's like there's something called a sound. You got to use someone's sound. What?
Yes.
Just I just figured out how Instagram works. It took me. Did you? I mean, I'm gonna say the question that the thing. When Lauren explained to me, when there's that little like red and orange circle around someone, that's what a story is.
Yeah.
That means they have a story up. Yes. You've got it.
The idea, like Instagram, when it's just the grid of pictures, great, on board. Once you get the story stuff in there, I am lost. I am at sea. Never liked Facebook. Didn't like it one time. Facebook came out when I was in college. My school was one of the second levels of where they got it. And back when you had to have a .edu account. And they sent me Facebook and I said, this is terrible. And who was right? Who was right in 2004? Who was right?
I mean, you were right. We all, but Facebook.
I didn't want to be in groups. I'm a lone wolf. What am I, Lauren?
To get one for senior year of high school.
I'm a lone wolf.
I was in college when it rolled out as well, before high schools could even get it.
Oh man, it was.
I was in high school or middle school when it came out, but I wasn't allowed to have it till senior year of high school.
By your parents?
I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
I think they were right to keep you away from it.
I would like to go back to the time when my parents
I was
didn't know what Facebook was.
Yeah. Twitter, I don't love Twitter, but in Twitter's defense, I get it. It's short blogs. Boom, I follow. It's fine. I understand what's happening. I don't love being on it, but I can follow it. Enough about my technological hangups and incapabilities. Let's talk about the wonderful game that has been happening here in Prismeer. Our intrepid heroes, guests of the Archfey of Prismeer Zybilna, invited guests for a party, have been making their way through the Palace of Heart's Desire without a care in the world. Last week, things got interesting. When our group, wandered into a chamber with some glass statues, Fritzy and Rival decided to take a floating orb from there, which allowed, I don't think the group knew this, but what was going on is there just been this slod. Don't worry about the slod. The slod could not affect that due to the slod's natures of being in limbo and time nonsense. So the slod was just waiting for somebody to move that so the slod could then take said item from those people. And upon doing so, our group had to fight a slod and a Fomorian. Latara unpopped a bottle of conjuring to bring out a Tortle priest of Yondala, who provided some assistance, and also a hell of a lot of judgmental attitudes towards all sorts of behaviors. Fortunately, though, our group has been able to sort of get clear of that area. They're kind of, in terms of geographically speaking, they've cleared 2 chambers, then check it off on their little map, but they're effectively where they started when the session began. They have gone up a spiral staircase, and now they are back out looking at that spiral staircase. There's a hallway going in one direction down. They could go back down the spiral staircase, or they could and I'm actually gonna say our friends, because this is my nice game, they just take a quick little short rest here so everyone can get various features back. Fritzy, if you'd like to do some hit dice healing, you can do so. I just realized, just for the benefit of you guys, I'm actually going to put this to the party if you guys want to deal with this or not. I really should have let you guys level up after that fight. Didn't even think to do that last week.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to level up real quick?
I feel like I need help with that.
That is absolutely fine. What level are you right now? 4?
Yeah, we're all 4, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless I'm just behind.
No.
No.
So Rival, you are doing you are on a D&D Beyond, right?
Yes.
So we're just gonna do a real quick level up then, because I think that's just easier. And I could actually guide Laura and live through that fairly easy, because fortunately going to 5th level, you are 4th level right now, Rival, is that correct?
Yes. I
Wonderful.
just changed it to 5th, so now I get
I think
2
I'm
attacks.
You get 2 attacks. It's super easy. We are also doing the thing where, of course, you guys always have maximum HP. So for our dear friend Lotara,
I just forget I have to pull up the thing.
Understood. So
Yeah, my HP's back
I
at
just
max.
forget what I do.
yeah, your HP should go back to max. That's a-okay. So you get 10 times 5. So Latara, you now have 70 hit points. Don't worry about anything.
Wonderful.
There you go. You have 5 D10s.
Here it is.
Latara, the main thing you get at this point is actually some more powerful potions. And I'll also
We're
just
level 5, right?
You are now level 5, and that also should have upped all your crazy stuff. So I'm going to just look at your Lotara potions real quick. Alrighty. At this level 5, you're going to get 2 daily potions. You also get 1 more. You can only do 2 conjurings. You will have to take another rest to get more conjuring bottles. Right now you are tapped out. You'll have to rest for a little longer, unless you guys just want to rest for an hour,
Okay.
which you can totally do.
Well, I don't know. What do we need? Are we injured?
I think Fritzy's okay with leveling up, and the healing is provided, and some hit dice, which we don't even have to fully track. So in that case, Latara, let's just give you what's some good 3rd level potions that I'm just gonna kick your way.
Do I have full? It says I have full health right now. Why do I remember I had -8 hit points?
You had -8 hit points, but because we're taking a short rest, I'm just kind of like, because this is a nice game, if you have a minor amount of damage, I'm just hand waving that you did some hit dice healing, and it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. We're fine.
It's the nice game. Ooh,
Everything's
but you
fine.
know what, Latara? Let's give you a rather important potion for you to have on hand. The potion of revivification. This means if anyone actually dies within a minute, you can bring them back to life.
Ooh.
That might be a good one for you to have.
So basically, I can resurrect people.
Yes, but
have
think
the
of it
power of
as
life.
it is. You do have the power of life, but I would think of that as like paddles. You can't do it. It's like if somebody immediately falls dead and like they fail death saves and they're dead, you can use that to bring them back only within 1 minute. Otherwise, they're dead. So it's like it's like a defibrillator, you know. It's
so
like
I have to yes. Okay.
and then
Magical defibrillator.
let's also give you what's a fun one? Oh, how about choose from the following options. Would you like the potion that lets someone get haste? The potion that lets you have tongues so you can talk to anybody, a potion of dispelling so you can basically use dispel magic with your potion,
Also exciting.
or
Could I talk to any animal with that?
you already have a potion that lets you do that.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
or
do the
you
dispel
should.
magic.
Potion of perfect. Love it. Good call. Excellent call. Potion of, where are you, my friend and neighbor? Reagent of dispelling. That's why it's weird. I'm a weirdo. Okay, reagent of dispelling. So you now have those, and God, I'm supposed to. You actually have another second level over what you have. I'll just throw on. How about a potion of a? How'd you like to have a potion of a lesser restoration, just in case anybody gets poisoned or something, or a lubricant of knocking, so you can open any door.
Ooh, lubricants.
Lubricant of knocking. Let's just go with that, because you know what? This, honestly, get a lubricant of knocking, and now you guys can just, open up one of these. You don't have to go back out
Wonderful.
and talk to the weird monsters. Perfect.
Crazy. Is it lubricant of knocking boots?
It is not a lubricant of knocking boots. It is specifically a lubricant of knocking. And the phrasing is fine. I'm giving it the okay myself. All right, there we go. So yes, on your potions page, you now have the right things blued over. Your new hit points are correct. Do be aware that when you use your tinctures, now that you are level 5, you do 2d4 damage instead of 1d4. Ooh, exciting. And also when Morsteel does her acid splash, she does 2d6 instead of 1d6 because you have moved up in tier. Let's look over here. The only big thing you need to do on yours, if you haven't done it already, Fritzy, you get Uncanny Dodge, which is great.
Am I level 5? Because I think I was only level 3.
Well, were you guys only level 3? Lauren said she was level 4, so I think we were supposed to be. I think so. Go ahead and change to 5.
Maybe I leveled
Fritzy, yours is much easier to do because I'm not even sure if a Arcane Trickster gets new spells at this level, but your cantrips will go up if you ever use your cantrips. You're gonna get so you have 55 hit points, current and max. I think because you actually had taken damage, let's just leave you with only 3d8 at present. But you have a max of 5. Your sneak attack at level 5, I think, has gone up to 3d6. Let me confirm that on the old rogue table.
Nice.
And yeah, we're just welcome everyone who's watching.
How many cantrips do I get now?
You're at 3d6. I don't know that you get any more cantrips, but when you cast them, you still only know 3 cantrips. You still only know 3. You don't learn any new spells. But now, when you cast a cantrip, you do 2 dice of damage instead of only 1. That's like a 4th level. That's at you go up at 5th level. So you are 5th. You got that. You're good. Then the big thing is, I'll let you even do the fun of it. Go ahead and in the box it says proficiency up on top. You get to change that from 2 to 3.
Hooray!
Which is going to make everything go big.
Hooray.
So suddenly all your attacks and everything, perfect. Alrighty, great. So with that, and are you good to go, Rival?
Yep.
Wonderful.
I think so.
Feel good. Great. Well, we will see how it goes. So, friends and neighbors, with that, here you are. You rest for 5 minutes. You level up after that fight. Everyone's ready to go. Elanius and Elanius looks like he can also hit more times each turn, Rival, and Alexis looks like she can cast more spells. I don't know if Alexis gets anything else. It's not really relevant at the moment, but I'm gonna Google just in case there's some obvious feature that will aid you guys in things. So yes, you find yourselves back in this chamber. You have gone through a set of doors, and I will say, sort of, for the map making types, you certainly feel that you have, like, checked off those areas of the, you kind of went through all doors that were behind the door you've currently closed. You have two paths ahead of you. One is a spiral staircase back downstairs. The other is a door to the south. Another sort of typical doorway.
Well, I chose where we went last time, and that didn't work out so well.
I chose last time. It's not on me. Somebody else picked dinner.
Somebody else's turn.
What are the options again?
Your options are kind of here as you're kind of, panting outside here. There is a directly ahead of you is that spiral staircase you just came up it.
Right.
You came up that, and then you went in, so you could go back down.
Okay.
In that chamber with the spiral staircase, there is a smaller door that points to the south. There's also a longer hallway, and that is a door to the south. So basically, you either have a spiral staircase ahead of you, a door right next to that, or a door down a hallway like that.
Do we have any votes in chat?
Question.
Also a great question.
Did Frog Friend, did he say, like, what direction vaguely was the library?
I think, first of all, Frog Friend, Chef's Kiss. The library would the library is downstairs.
Downstairs. Okay, so we do know that. And we are still trying to get there, right?
I cannot answer that question. I don't know what you guys are doing.
Because we don't have a map yet.
You do not have a map, that is true, of the space. So you think that the library is still downstairs, based kind of on what he said. But it did seem to be on the other side of the castle.
Well, Latara's vote is to go downstairs to the other side of the castle and try and find the library, unless other
What do we need in a library?
Libraries are boring.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just wondering.
The map? So then we can find everything faster.
I will say that at this point, your sort of turtle friend, who's been kind of, healing up there a bit, or kind of just, waiting, will say, she'll kind of say, look, I just think that really, if, I'm not trying to push anything on anyone right now, but when I'm not sure what to do, I pray to Yandala. Do you guys want to try it with me? You don't, absolutely no problem if you don't want to, but we could just pray a little bit.
No.
Or we weigh the pros and cons.
That, I think, is what Yandala's so great at doing. So, if you kind of want to, if you want to get a little focus, a little perspective, that's not this kind of Feywild mumbo jumbo or any infernal nonsense. It's kind of, a good holy way, a good moral way.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Infernal nonsense.
Yes. So, if...
what would help me concentrate immensely on this decision would be your silence, more than anything.
I am so happy to oblige. I don't think I've mentioned my name, by the way, is Titian. Please don't call me Titian. I know some people do that, but just my name is Titian.
Nice to meet you, Titian.
You know what? That's my own fault. I shouldn't have.
Do you have any fun nicknames?
Nope. Just well, sometimes they call me hungry when there's a lot of food and I eat it all, around the campfire. I eat so many s'mores,
Oh, okay.
And this is halfling saying this to me, so,
Yeah. I like s'mores too.
S'mores are great. I really think that if you, and at this point, she's going to take your hands and just say, I really think that you might really find a lot to like if you ever were to come back to...
Well, then how do you do it?
How do you pray?
Yeah.
Well, you just have to
Undala.
To Yandala, you just have to open your heart and say, and the way I like to pray is I like to make it real conversational. Like, Yandala, just I want to say thank you for everything, Yandala. I just want to ask you for your assistance, Yandala, and I just want to say thank you for bringing me to these amazing people here, Yandala. And I just want to help them with what they're doing and help guide them where they should go. And Yandala, if you can just give us a sign, we'll be so grateful. And thank you for everything you've given us already, Yandala. So just add some stuff like that to Yandala, please. Go ahead.
Rival.
What?
He's a kook, right?
Hi,
Yes.
Yandala. I was just wondering, like, what you think about going to the library versus going somewhere else, if there's someone else that's better, or do you think we'll find the map in the library? And, I just, like, keep Morsteel safe, and,
So sweet for you to mention me.
and I pray, Yandala, that she doesn't have any more UTIs.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I mean, I usually know how to get... As long as you pee afterwards, it's usually okay if you... Cranberry juice sometimes. But in any case,
Did that work?
well, you know
What
what?
happens? Does she speak back?
Oh, you know what? I think it actually did. All right. I want Rival and Fritzy. Are either of you proficient in Arcana?
Am I proficient in Arcana? Nope.
Then Latara, you can make this check, but the DC's going to be a little bit higher. DC's a little higher. Make an Arcana check.
Oh no.
What? What's happening?
What's going on?
I had to cough.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, was that me or
Yes,
Latara?
I thought you just realized something, and I was like, "How did you
Oh.
just see what Laura just rolled?"
I was
Using
coughing.
my expertise at that moment, and I thought like I did something weird on the computer, and everyone was reacting to it. Okay.
I just choked on my own spit. It's fine.
All right, Latara, what have you rolled for your Arcana?
19. Sorry, I was looking so
Yeah, I was terrifying. All right, actually, that is high enough. That
distracted.
the course of your prayer, some of those words, the way Titian was saying them, were slightly different, and some of the gestures Titian was doing, in spite of it being a very good prayer, you actually know that Titian is simply casting the spell Augury.
What is that to do? I know what that spell
That
is.
spell is that Titian is literally asking her deity to answer a question about a plan you're about to undertake in 30 minutes. Specifically, it's whether or not to go to the library. And an answer is about to come. Basically, you kind of hear this voice. But so I'm saying, Latara, that you know that this is divine magic. This is like the hand of this deity talking. But you also know that this is that Titian has just expended a spell slot to give you this answer. And the answer that you're given about going to the library is weal and woe. Ooh, there you go. So it seems like Yandala thinks it would be weal and woe to go to the library. That kind of means, weal, of course, means good results.
Okay.
W-E-A-L, sorry if that wasn't clear from when she talked. And then woe is, of course, bad. So it means going to the library. There'll be good to come from it, but there'll also be some trouble.
So what you're saying is we're exactly where we were before we prayed to Yandala.
No, Yandala told us. Yandala told us. You know what choice you have to make, having heard that. Of course you do.
Well, if everyone else is cool with it, I'd like to go to the library, but that's just because I really like libraries and maps.
what can I say? Latara, I really think Yadal is having a great effect on you. You two might learn something from it if we ever wanted to try.
No.
No.
All right. It's fine.
Mm-mm.
So, I'm going to say, for the sake of making stuff hard on you, Alexis will say yes to the library, because if there's maps, there might be star maps. Olanius will say no to the library because of Barbarian. So the vote is still split. So right now there is one vote for the library. Rival and Fritzy are wondering. Again, still in this chamber, there are two doors kind of going to the south. One is further down a hallway. The other is right next to the stairs. Rival, you guys waited for 5 minutes, so I think your Witchlight Monarch charm has worn off by now.
Okay.
Or is it
So
an
the
hour?
party's still like 50-50 split on this library thing.
So far, only 3 members of the party have replied. And 2 of them are people who aren't here tonight, and I'm having them oppose each other just to make this obnoxious.
Sure. Let's go to the library.
Very well. So, as the group, you guys descend those stairs. Make a survival check, Rival. This is for sort of general tracking.
Uh-oh.
11.
Okay, then basically, so you know that when you get down to the bottom of the stairs, you know that from behind you was the doorway that led into the kitchens. You know that there's a Fomorian kind of in those kitchens now, screaming and angry, who just was in a fight there. So you may not want to go to there, but you do know that you did pass by there was like a passage that like doubled back and went straight up, kind of like a really enclosed staircase. Along this passage, you guys skipped that by and instead went up the spiral staircase. So you could go back to that, or you could open a door straight ahead of you. This door is a crown lock, and it does have the symbol of a lion on it,
Which is currently unlocked.
currently unlocked. So, yeah. So.
I would like to check the little passageway.
Check the passageway. Great. Okay, so, if you guys double back around to the passageway. What I was going to say is, with an 11 survival does not give you a hint between those two which one's better. So, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so you will double back to that passage. Lovely. Okay, you find yourself moving up a narrow, really you guys have to go single file. I guess Fritzy can kind of, scoot with stuff. And actually, the shell, Titian's shell is kind of like scraping on each side as he goes up. It's kind of, a bit loud. But, so that is to room 48D. Oh my god, there's so many rooms in this goddamn place.
Is he making a lot of noise?
It's not no noise. I'll have him roll a. Actually, no, not too bad. You guys hear it, but it's not. 15 stealth, so it seems fairly quiet. But you do come upon a closed door at the top of this thing. You think that you have maybe gone up about 30, 40 feet have elevated, but there is this little locked door ahead of you. Wait, I take it back. I'm so sorry. There is not a locked door. That's a thing that's below you. You're walking up over that. Just kidding. So yes, there is a chamber up above. Are you creeping up to it, Rival?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a stealth roll then.
I'm not rolling great, but that's still a 17.
A 17. You sneak into the room. You don't think anything has heard you. And in fact, you find an empty circular chamber. It is approximately 10 feet wide, and it has a staircase leading up to yet kind of another thin staircase like leading out of it. So it's kind of like you've walked into this circle, and then on the far side of the circle there's another thin staircase the same size as the one you just came up, as if leading to another little room probably the same size as this one.
And nothing is in this room.
I
would like to look around.
Make a perception check.
13.
I'll say with a 13, you do actually notice there are a few spiders on the wall. Kind of like amongst web. They're tiny little spiders. Yeah, but they appear to be unmoving. Completely still, as if frozen in time.
Can I get closer and see if are they made of glass or are they just normal spiders?
They seem to be normal spiders, just totally still. For a second, you might even think they were dead.
Okay.
The rest of you now kind of come into this room, and yes, it seems pretty much empty.
Okay.
I promise we will go to the library. I just would like to go up there. And I point to the...
Okay, I guess that's fine. We can take detours.
So you want to go up this next one?
Yes.
Wonderful. You, are you sneaking again?
Sure.
All right.
This... Go away. 1. Which is a 7 still, but...
A 7. You walk up the staircase, and it's possible to make less noise, or it's possible to make more noise than you're making, certainly, but not really for you. You are very well heard.
She choked on her own spit and was
Yeah,
just coughing.
she's like coughing. However, as you kind of stumble up into this room, you do find it empty, aside from a pedestal of rotting wood in the middle of the chamber. The chamber, this turret is almost the exact same size as the one that you came from, kind of 10-foot diameter. There's no windows within. It is lit by kind of like an eerie sort of fey glow. Like most of this palace, the whole place is kind of illuminated for joy. Be well. But you notice that on top of this rotting pedestal is an enameled coffer of a blood red color. The enamel is kind of sparkling in this sort of odd lighting. It's very...
And a coffer is like a box, right?
Yeah, a coffer's like a box. It's basically like a super
box.
shiny enameled red box. Is on top of a pedestal about 4 feet off the ground.
I would like to give it a closer look.
Make a investigation roll. Fritzy, Latara, and then the rest are kind of down the stairway as the three of you kind of wrap your
15.
With a 15, you see no signs of a trap of any kind upon this coffer. It appears to be, it's about like 18 inches wide, maybe 6 inches tall.
Can I open it?
Sure.
I will open it.
Within the coffer, resting on a bed of sort of velvet, is a plum-sized jewel, a red crystal. It's faintly humming. You can hear like a that you didn't hear before you opened this coffer.
Dang it.
Interesting. And wish I had
We're not
detect
in the-
magic. This is Alexis with us?
Alexis
Yeah.
is with it. She'll just kind of look up. I think Alexis is on her phone. She just kind of, a conjuration, and then she just turns.
Oh. I'll pick up the stone to have a closer look at it.
All right. You pick up the stone, and there's this like vibration kind of in your hand. It's thrumming.
And that's it.
Rubbing.
Sorry, is thrumming a word I shouldn't say? I won't say thrumming if it's a problem.
No, it's a fine word.
No, it's a fine word, Philip. I just have a dirty mind.
Oh, I think
did not occur to me. I'm describing the vibrating, thrumming, plum-sized stone that she finds in a secret box in the Archfey's palace. Her hidden box. Yes, this is so you in this drawer beside her bedside, you find this thrumming. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Anywho. Yes, the stone is very softly vibrating. A lot of sort of energy coming out of it. And Alexis has told you it has conjuration magic upon it.
Okay. I'll put it in my bag. Not my pocket.
Okay.
Am I? Wait, so is Fritzy in the room or was I outside the room?
No, you're in the room.
Oh, okay. So
Unless you didn't want to go inside, you see.
No,
it.
I did.
You're witnessing that.
I'm watching where Rival puts it.
Rival, I want you to make an insight roll for me. You feel
I'm gonna use my red dice. Insight?
Yeah.
21.
This stone in your hand. What did you just put in chat?
Don't open it. It's gonna pop up.
It'll pop up on screen. As you hold this, silicone rose suction. Anyway, as you hold this little plum-shaped crystal, it's just a red crystal, in your hand, you sense intention and consciousness. You sense, in the context of this, that's what you're laughing at.
No, I just clicked on another photo of the thing that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wow. Apparently, the nice game is just the dirty game.
Has been not.
But well, this isn't gonna be. Maybe this will go in the direction, or maybe this will spiral it. You believe that this jewel represents Zybilna's crystallized desire to punish those who have defied her.
Well, that's
So she's a dom.
I am going to say, with a 21 insight and what you know of her, Zybilna is definitely a dom.
Oh, cool.
Zybilna is yeah.
This is not a channel for children.
Into that.
What has this game become?
Zybilna is just the toppest and yes. He's taking a picture off the screen. Really.
No one knows what I'm taking a picture of.
I really gotta. I'm trying to look at the reflection in your camera lens thing.
You can just load up the website and then take a screenshot on your phone.
Oh, a video is much better.
Oh my lord. So as you hold this thrumming, convenient palm-sized stone that represents her desire to punish those who misbehave, it's standing on a rotting pedestal of wood. We haven't gotten to that part yet, just as far as what that could represent. What would you like to do, Rifle?
So yeah, I'll go ahead and place it in my bag.
Okay.
The chat is silent.
I look at Fritzy and just point intimidatingly.
I would never dream of touching it.
Oh, of course not.
With my bare
And
hands.
Can I examine the rotting thing a little closer?
Sure. Make
Is there
another
anything-
investigation roll.
Woo! Another 21. Literally the same thing.
Wonderful. It appears to just be in bad, kind of a disarray. This seems to be a bit of a damp chamber. You don't believe the rotting is magical in nature. You think it's just for some flavor, I guess. It's just to make the palace seem creepy. Ooh.
And are there any
Just
spiders in
regular wood rot because it's intimidated by the vibrating stone.
It's, you know what it is? It's like it's an IKEA pedestal, and all of like the little like control joints have slowly spun out of. You don't see any spiders in this room.
No spiders.
Make an animal handling check, rival.
this?
Ricky
12.
used to like spiders, and then they tried to eat her.
Yeah, you don't see any spiders. You can't think why.
Okay. Well, looks like we have something significant, so, shall we? To the library?
The library.
I don't get to have the shiny thing, and we have to go look at books.
Books can be shiny.
Fritzy and the
Once
terrible, horrible,
I
no good,
found
very
this
bad
book.
day. Latara found a book. Titian wants to hear about the book you found, Latara.
Oh, well, once I found this book,
Yeah.
it was really sparkly.
Wow, that's so fun. You know,
Yeah.
there's a couple of books we read when we worship Yandala. Let me tell you about them.
Are they sparkly?
Well, you know what? They sparkle on the inside. The words sparkle.
Oh.
I think
Good
that, you know what?
thoughts.
You know what, Latara? When you read these books,
This one was about fairies.
oh, well, this one's not about fairies because fairies are unholy. But this one is interesting, and it makes you sparkle
Can
on
I
the inside.
reduce him? I want to cast reduce on Gideon.
You can, Titian. You
Well-
may cast reduce. So as you begin the spell, Titian sort of looks over. What is your spell save DC?
How dare you say that about fairies? Hold
help
on.
her?
Oh, it's a.
Spell save DC is 15.
Can you help her? What? Latara.
Reduce him.
All right. So this is a reduce. Is a
I love creatures that fly,
It is a Constitution
even though they
saving
don't love
throw
me.
for this person. So they have to. So Titian has to succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw, or he will be shrunk down. It was on an 18 and it rolled to a 5. So Titian shrinks before your eyes and goes, "Oh, okay, well, very funny. But you know what? I have good humor about these things. That's pretty funny. Pretty
Does anyone have a
funny."
jar?
Titian is only has only shrunk down to, like, Titian is now your size, Fritzy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot.
Wait, how big is Fritzy? She's like pretty big, right?
Little smaller than a hobbit. Like,
I will. I'll pick up
whoa.
Titian by his shell.
Wow, okay. I mean, this seems kind of a weird gesture.
And if you don't be quiet, I'll turn you into a toad.
I've been turned into worse. Yondala will always protect me. I'm just trying to help.
I'll like uncomfortable, like make
Oh,
him
wow.
uncomfortable by shoving him under my arm and just like heading back down the stairs.
In response to that, Titian does something that turtles can always do. Titian goes into the shell.
I hope
Well, this.
I hope that made me easier to carry for you.
So now you have a miniature turtle shell that you're carrying.
Just a little, like,
It's still it
Who wants to go play go-karts?
bumper cars.
Rainbow Road time.
Yeah, exactly. Throw Titian, but it is a green shell, so it will. Titian will not seek. You'll have to get the bounce right. So Titian is in the shell. Titian's probably only here for honestly, you guys short rest in 5 minutes. Titian's here maybe about another 40 minutes. So
Perfect.
40 minutes too long.
40 minutes too long. So what is the goal, gang? You are going back down this kind of weird staircase you came up.
Yes.
And you're going back to retracing your steps.
Yes.
To the to that spiral staircase chamber where there is a door with a lion's head upon it.
Latara?
Oh, well, we can go through this one, right?
At present, this one is the one that is unlocked.
Okay. I'll open it.
Wonderful.
For the record, I was just trying to be nice. I was not trying to put you in harm's way.
In the chamber, you
it's
see
fine.
a beautiful, grand ballroom. The northern part of the floor is littered with the splintered remains of 3 doors, which seem to lead to 3 sort of chambers beyond. You can see them like falling off the hinges. So you see adjoining rooms out there. This is as you turn to your right and look up. Throughout this ballroom, you see numerous royal courtiers standing motionless, all looking at a large black iron cauldron sitting in a dais in the center of the chamber. Dark vapors rise from this cauldron. 2 figures stand kind of off to one side of the cauldron very prominently. One is an imperious middle-aged woman with long white hair and white robes and a chicken foot tattoo on her cheek. This is a woman you all recognize as Zybilna, also known as Igwil, also known as Natasha. Standing next to her is a younger woman in armor with kind of reddish hair. She has a white cape on. The older woman seems to be like kind of like gesturing towards the cauldron. The armored woman, meanwhile, has a very good-looking quarterstaff in her hand. But this is not the main thing that you notice in this chamber, because wrapped around the cauldron is this green, dragon-like form. Currently, it seems to be sleeping, but it is something that you all saw flying in, and as you get up close to it, it is one of the more monstrous things you've ever seen.
Ooh.
Oh, I think it's pretty.
And this is it does fly, so understandable. And I believe, based on your conversation with Igric, the toad, who is truly a quasit, Latara, you're pretty sure that this is that Jabberwock he was talking about. Beware the Jabberwock.
He also said, what did he say about the sword and the thing and the...
He said there is a sword called Snickersnack that
okay.
is in a vault somewhere in this palace that is
in
good
the
at
palace.
fighting this.
Okay.
There also is a giant owl named Bloodybeak who is currently frozen in time. And he actually he specifically did tell you where Bloodybeak is located, come to think of it.
And in order to unfreeze things that are in time, we just touch the unicorn horn
And say their
right?
true name.
Oh.
You must say the name.
Bloodybeak?
Bloodybeak would be the thing, but Bloodybeak, you believe is not in this chamber. You think Bloodybeak may be nearby, but you know Bloodybeak is a figure. However, this Jabberwock stirs in its sleep as the door is opened. It has not opened its strange eyes, and it does babble just a little bit, kind of as it stirs, kind of. And you all hear these odd words, and Bloodybeak, the Jabberwock, Nothing actually harms you as it speaks, but you do all kind of get a little headache, imagining that if it was truly speaking aloud, there might be some difficult effect on your brains,
Okay.
in addition to whatever damage such a creature might do. But at present, it falls back down asleep.
It knows we're here, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it does not. It is still
doesn't.
asleep.
It doesn't.
It stirred slightly, so you think that if you make too much noise, it might awaken.
Okay.
But right now,
And can
it's
I
asleep.
just do a quick scan, like investigation check, like around everything?
Do an investigation or perception. Just tell me which one you're doing.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Yeah.
You said investigation or perception.
Either one, just tell me which one, whichever one's better. Yeah.
I'm gonna do perception. 15.
Wonderful. All right, with a 15. You think, let's see, things you see in this room. There's another doorway across from you. It also has a lion head thing on it. There's also a doorway sort of directly to the south, kind of in the middle of the chamber. That also has a lion head on it. There are 2 passages leading out of this room up above that still have doors. Then the 3 doors up at the top have been destroyed. I'm actually going to say you suspect that is the doing of this Jabberwock. The Jabberwock has broken doors so that it could move about.
Got it.
So it must have come from somewhere up there in one of those chambers with a broken door. I would say, do you see anything else? With
Do
a
we
15,
know if the other doors are unlocked?
from this
Yeah, like,
position,
what are
you
the
cannot
exits?
tell if they are unlocked, the other exits.
Is
Oh,
the
well,
gem
sorry. The other ones that have a lion crown on them, those are
unlocked.
definitely unlocked because of
How many others are there?
2. One is directly
2.
across from you, and the other is
So
kind of
there's 3, including the one we walked
precisely. And those are all here. You've like entered at like the south. You've entered at like the southeast corner. In the southwest
Okay.
corner, there's another one, and then in the center of the south wall is the third. And so all 3 of these lion ones are on the south wall.
into. And all the other ones are the opposite of lion. What's the opposite of lion?
No, that you see no symbols on them.
a deer?
Oh, okay. Got it.
What is the opposite of lion?
There's
Cantaloupe.
wrath and
It's a deer.
No.
like a
wrath and
stag with
envy.
wings.
Wrath and envy.
Yeah,
I just forget, what is it? A deer?
it's like a stag with
It's
wings.
it's
right?
it's like a heart
Oh,
or a periton.
Heart.
Yeah. Cauldron, J for Jabberwock, Z for Zabilna, and then door, broken. So terrible map here. You guys are at this one right here.
Okay.
So that's a lion lock, as are these 2 down here. Up here in the middle, that's the Jabberwock. There's the Cauldron. There's the Bilna next to it. These 2 doors are still locked, and then these 3 doors at the top are all broken.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys have kind of...
seen. They haven't seen us.
So far, everyone in here either seems to be frozen or is a sleeping Jabberwock who so far has not seen you.
Okay.
Is the gem in my bag doing anything weird, or is it still?
Do you pull it out?
Yes.
You pull out the gem.
Discreetly, still.
Rival can't
Well,
blame
always
Fritzy for
discreetly.
this
That's the
one.
reason that you pay. You know, it's like this gem. Also, I should have said the box was unmarked. It was a very discreet box that it came in,
Rival
it's,
cannot blame Fritzy for anything that happens in this moment.
the gem
Not my
appears
fault.
to be doing nothing different. Still has like
I
a
will-
minor hum to it.
Okay, and I will just set it back in my bag
Okay.
gently.
Okay.
I think perhaps we should leave this room. Latara.
My frog friend, he said that I don't know. He talked a lot. He talked a lot about the Jabberwocky and the frozen owl
Yes.
and the sword.
Yes.
Well, so maybe are you saying we should leave this room and then find
Yes.
the owl
Yes.
and the sword and come back?
Yes, because I do not think we are equipped to handle whatever that thing is.
Okay.
Yeah, and also
Just
I want
'cause-
to find a giant whoopee cushion for it.
No, let's not.
That
Let's
sounds
not
like
do
a
that.
terrible idea, but kind of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Do it.
okay, I think we should find the owl because I feel bad that he's frozen.
Okay. Okay, let's back away.
Okay, which door should we go?
The one we just came through. Because we're not that far in, right?
Oh, you're peeking
But-
in the room, yes.
Okay.
But remind me, what was out this way? Can we go deeper into the castle through where we came out of?
Latara, I
The
actually want
palace?
you.
Or the...
Latara, I'd actually like you to please make a survival roll for me.
Uh-oh.
Fuck!
Survival is tracking.
Oh, okay.
Survival sounds too scary. It's a
I
tracking.
done
It's very
well. 23.
23.
I unlocked all the secrets, Philip.
You unlocked almost all the secrets. Your friend Igric did give you the general direction of Bloody Beak. That was like the only thing Igric could kind of tell you, which is that Bloody Beak is sort of like north of where you currently were. So you know that Bloody Beak owl is not really too far from where you are. You have two choices. One of them, because you were just upstairs, you could go through, now that you're down here on the bottom floor, a room that Rival and Fritzy were just in about 10-15 minutes ago, where there's an angry Fomorian. Because across that room, based on what Igric said, you think maybe that's where Bloody Beak is kept. If you go through there, you would find Bloody Beak. With a 23, however, you do see that one of the passages overhead here, kind of one of the passages like up the wall you're currently on, so since you guys are at the southeast, kind of like the eastern passage out of this chamber, that should go to the same area with a 23.
And here's my question. Does that passage have a lion over it?
That passage has no symbol over it.
Is it broken?
There is a broken door up in that direction as well. But
Okay.
the
And
one
how treacherous is the pathway to that specific door?
the Jabberwock is on the other, based on where I put on this thing, the Jabberwock is on the other side of the cauldron from the door. The door from where you're standing is a very chill, like 20-foot walk. You just, or 20, 30, you just go 30 feet up this, and you go out that door.
Okay.
The Jabberwock is 40 feet across the way from it. So theoretically, if people can
not
just
horrible.
not make too much noise, you'll have to move around a couple of, sleeping, or like frozen in time people. But you should be able to get to that door without too much trouble.
Not to make any noise. I'm going to just telepathically communicate that with Rival and Fritzy, the options, and then like ask them to quietly say like what they're feeling.
What?
God damn it.
No. What about this? What about him? I don't trust him.
Turtle?
Yes.
I'll deal with him later. I can get
No.
rid of him.
Right, but
We can make a soup.
Rival, you do know that the in spite of how disruptively I play all of these creatures that Latara summons, Titian is 100% under Latara's control on her side.
oh, okay. Never mind.
I play them as like emotionally manipulative because I think that's funny, but like it will never hurt you in combat. Like it's
Okay.
like a summoned creature on her behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then. I retract. Fritzy. Shh. I'm gonna let the Jabberwock monkey eat you if you get any louder. Okay.
Okay.
Shall we quietly?
Are we ready? Wait, which...
Fritzy, quietly, right? Yes?
Yes, of course.
This is what you're supposed to be good at. I mean, it's what you're good at.
I will also mention, Rival, you do still have butterfly wings for whatever that helps. I'll give you advantage on a stealth check if you decide to, like, fly over stuff. That goes for Fritzy as well.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna fly.
Okay, I will. Coyote.
So we're doing stealth checks now?
Apparently. This is the nice game, so the absent players either will succeed or just won't come with you.
25.
Did I get advantage or no?
You have advantage if you choose to fly.
Oh,
Okay.
we have advantage?
I did.
If you choose to fly, you may have advantage because, again, this is the nice game.
16.
Okay, yeah, 25.
16.
Oh no.
Okay. Latara.
Stealthing.
Stealth. 25.
Oh, more steel is going to go. Before you do this, you might want to give yourself... Put that tincture on that gives you the...
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Cool.
Plus a D4. Okay.
So it'll give you a D4, and actually, she's gonna. Your buddy Moresteel's gonna look at the rest of your spells or your potions real quick.
Can I show off though, like I'm being stealthy, but can I do like fancy loop?
Yes, you're doing. You're like flying between people's legs and stuff to like
just
be
to
like so
drive
stealthy.
rival crazy and make her terrified.
Latara.
Is 15 good enough?
15 is more stealthy than most things. Moresteel was about to be like, oh, what other thing you could? Oh, she's just going. Okay, I'll shut up.
What other thing?
Can be very quiet if I need to.
Okay.
Discretion's my name.
Oh my god.
15. Latara. As you walk across, one of your footsteps kind of like just kind of breaks some little piece of like a broken glass that you see someone holding where like the thing is sort of there, and you hear this and the Jabberwock kind of mimsy, but it remains asleep. And you all sneak to this door. Now there's another door north of the passage that is still locked. And you can actually make a peek into that chamber really without any trouble. That door seems to have some kind of stateroom within it. And it does not appear to be it's empty and there's no passages out of it. So instead you are left with that just one closed door.
Where? Latara, which one?
I don't know.
You're at the door you've come to.
Oh, I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's.
Okay.
But it is
can I
closed.
It's locked.
Did we?
Or
You're-
can I try and open it?
Sure.
Can I like really slow?
Make a sleight of hand roll.
Should maybe Fritzy open
More
the door?
steel will go. Or maybe you want to do that. Maybe.
What?
What? Do you want me to talk anymore?
What is she saying? What is she pointing at?
She's pointing at Fritzy.
Oh, Fritzy. See. I mind link and tell Fritzy. I'm like, Fritzy, can you?
What?
Oh my god. Don't say anything out loud. I'm mind linking to you so you can't. So no one
What?
else can hear me. Oh my god!
Oh, you want me to open the door?
Yeah, like a thief
yeah, sure, no
does.
problem.
Quietly.
So Fritzy, go ahead and do a sleight of hand check for me.
Who do you think I am?
Silently.
That's a nat 20, so that brings it to 30.
I like the idea that, like, Fritzy, like, does talk a little bit while doing this. Side note, I had a choir teacher, right? And we sang up in I had a choir teacher, and we would sing upstairs in, like a choir loft with the organ in the chapel at my school, at my high school and such. And my choir teacher, just from having worked there for 30 years, knew the exact volume he could talk at. So we could hear him and the people below could not. So he would be saying horrifying things to us during these, like, school, like, religious services. And we're just, like, assuming people can hear us below, but they can't. Anyway, Fritzy just did that. So Fritzy, like, is just talking about this, and meanwhile, like without even looking, just kind of, noticing this door is not locked, just turns the handle, pushes the door open, and you see a hallway spread out before you. To immediately to your right, there is a door with a stag lock on it, but you know that is not that's not the direction that you'd be talking about. Further along, there's a set of doors going to the south. You are fairly sure that those doors would lead into the chamber with your friend the Fomorian. But there's another little passage that leads up to the north, and there's a set of double doors there. And based on what you think Igric said, you think that is probably the chamber where a giant owl might be hanging out.
Are we still going to the library?
Yeah, but I think we have... Well, yes.
Wait, well,
I would like to.
maybe eventually.
Yeah.
Let's get the owl and to kill or deal with the Jabberwocky. Zamilna's in there.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we don't need the library.
Yeah. Or maybe after...
Maybe the library can be like our reward.
Yes. Sure.
Wait, library or library? What's a library?
Look,
Like a lionberry?
From within a shell. It's a berry that doesn't taste how you think it will. Ha 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 ha.
Shut up. And I bonk it.
All right. You know what? If the fiend blood and the fey blood are just gonna completely act how everyone expects them to, this is why people say these things about you guys.
Oh, shush.
Okay. Yes, you see this door ahead of you.
And it's locked?
You have not checked yet. I don't assume that you guys touch doors. It's rude of me
I'll
to
go
do.
check.
Yeah, wait, Fritzy. Do your
careful.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check and see if the door's unlocked.
All right. I actually have another question. Do you guys close the door behind you to that other room?
Fritzy didn't.
Fritzy did not. Okay. So you're being sort of quiet in this hall as well.
Yes.
Very good. All right, Fritzy. So you come to the door, make your investigation roll.
Boop, 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 boop. I would if this thing would not be frozen on me because my computer sucks. Okay. No. It's rolled too far. Come back. I need to know. Okay.
Up.
That is an 11.
An 11. You don't see any traps. Should be fine.
Okie dokie. So now I'm just gonna open the door.
You open the door, push it open, and you find yourself 10 feet from iron bars, or what kind of bars are they? Iron bars, yes. They stretch from floor to ceiling, and they actually seem to form a protective barrier around these double doors you enter. So it's kind of just like surrounding these doors are bars. The rest of this large chamber is filled with an enormous owl, its wings partially outstretched, frozen in time. You suspect that these bars, when this owl is not frozen in time, are to protect you from it, clawing you to pieces. The wall across from the double door has a 20-foot wide circular opening that is sealed with hinged, semicircular windows in wrought iron frames. The marble floor is littered with the bones of giant rats. Really, they should be pellets, but this says bones, so that's what it is.
Fricky's gonna hang back as far against the wall as she can because she doesn't like iron.
Reasonable.
Do we know anything? Would Rival know anything about this species? Are they intelligent?
Make an animal handling check or a nature check, your preference.
Okay.
Latara, you can do the same if you want to, but it is a flying creature.
21.
Giant owls typically will be somewhat will be maybe they're not like intelligent, but they'll be somewhat more intelligent than the average bird. That being said, this one is bigger than any you've ever seen. This thing is like gargantuan size. It is certainly bigger than the Jabberwock.
Okay. Where are its eyes?
Its eyes are currently pointed kind of like staring off in the middle distance. It seemed like it was just kind of like adjusting itself slightly. And it...
Okay.
Yeah. So, you see it there. It is frozen in time, and there is a door on the other side of it, sort of locking it in.
Perhaps. Well, it should get unfrozen while it's still safe, but we should figure out how to release it.
Maybe it'll help us. Or, I mean, maybe it'll be friends?
Maybe.
Well, because if we unfreeze it, it'll be friends.
I don't think it'll be our friend, but that's okay.
You know, it might be, Fritzy. It might.
I got a 5 on my nature check.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm going to phrase it as this. It's not so much about specific stuff. The reason you're failing your nature check is Latara. You have to make friends with something with wings. You've got to. Everything's been leading to this. Now, you have in your possession, I believe you're the one holding it, you have a unicorn horn. And you know the name of this creature. If you place the unicorn horn against this creature and say its name, it will be unfrozen in time.
I'm gonna do it. Okay.
You, however, Latara, are not small enough to fit through the bars. Only a small creature can do so. In other words, Fritzy, or... When I saw that, I was like, this is the most absurd thing that's ever happened.
So what?
You could send Titian through.
Yeah, cool, great.
What about more steel?
More steel cannot actually hold things. More steel's like spectral. More steel's not really,
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Guys.
Okay.
I think we should. Yeah, Titian. Can you take the unicorn horn and go in there and touch it to Bloody Beak and say, Bloody Beak?
Well, I can. I don't love the whole unicorn part, but I'm here to help you see the glory of Yondala's way. So absolutely, sure.
Yeah.
I will put him down maybe a little more aggressively than is necessary.
All right. So, you know what? I think it's clear that Yondala brought me to you guys for a reason. So yes. I hope that you remember that.
Okay. Well,
Yondala didn't shrink you.
Thing.
I did, you silly little...
Nope, but Yondala gave you the inspiration to shrink me because now you need someone to go through iron bars who's not a
No one gave me the inspiration to shrink you except your own mouth.
Okay,
then
okay.
Yondala's working through me because you can't go through iron bars because you're an unholy fey thing and they'll burn you by contact.
You better send him through or I'm about to kill this turtle.
I will push him with my foot.
Well, are you gonna give me the unicorn horn?
Yeah.
You give the unicorn.
Glad I had it.
Okay. He takes it. For him, it's kind of slightly bigger. He'll walk over to it and say, all right. He'll make the holy symbol of Yandala on himself. Say,
Oh, no.
Well, there you go. Sounds good.
Are you ready?
By Yandala's will. She'll then put it to the owl and say,
Tishan's gonna die.
Bloody Beak. Without even like there's no magical like whoosh, it's just almost instantaneous. Bloody Beak just emerges, squawks or screeches as owls hoots, kind of very loudly, looks around, sees all of you, kind of like feathers fluttering, and then looks down at Tishan below it.
Oh no.
Now, Rival or Latara or anyone else who is proficient specifically in animal handling, it does say... Oh no, you guys are not really in its reach. You're too far from it. So...
Can I try and talk to Blaybeak?
You may. Are you going to take a potion to let you do that?
I'll do that, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you pop a potion. Bloody Beak is going to make one attack on Tishan as you sort of take the time of doing this. What's a good die for a giant?
Can I cast Mage Hand to grab the unicorn horn from him, or does an object have to be?
Right now it's being held, but give it a second. It won't be anything because there won't be anything to hold it. Well, okay. I roll a 5. I roll a 5 on the die. So for Bloody Beak, that's an 18. And yes, Bloody Beak's claws just crash down into Tishan, who kind of cries out like, "Oh, Yandala, that's okay. Offer it up." So Bloody Beak then does
what a shame.
4d6 damage. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, wow. All 6s and 4s. So that's 20 plus 9 is 29. So in a single blow, yes, unfortunately, Tishan will give you one last glance back, and the diminutive turtle cleric of Yondala kind of just gives you one last wink, the Taret, and says, just walk a good path. As the claw destroys the form, the shell sort of shatters, but then it all just kind of mists away into nothingness. Oh, no. The horn does fall on the ground. The rock, or it's using a rock statistic, sorry, but the giant owl was like, kind of looking at all of you, kind of confused that it didn't get to eat whatever it just killed. And now it's fluttering very wildly. It can't get you through these bars, but this thing is kind of freaking out in this chamber. Rival, you already said you're grabbing the things. You're able to do so. I'm going to see what the rocks... no roll required. The rock is two. Sorry, I'm saying rock because that's the stats I'm looking at. Bloody Beak is too kind of like just big to notice you do that. So you're able to pull the unicorn horn back in without an issue.
And he's within 30 feet of me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's directly. I mean, you're just protected by these bars spaced a foot apart, or kind of less than a foot apart. But Bloody Beak at this point is kind of freaking out and is stuck in this room and is kind of hooting and squawking. Latara, you wanted to talk to him, so you have now drunk this potion. Latara, you may speak to this creature, and if you want to, you can try an animal handling roll. You have advantage on this because you are speaking in a language he understands.
My animal handling, OMG, it was a 30.
A 30.
A 30!
That's so exciting. Congratulations.
So should I start speaking to it?
Yeah, what do you say as you really connect with this thing?
Well, Tara, tell it reminds you of the babe.
The who?
The babe.
What?
Who's the babe?
What, babe?
The babe with the power.
What power?
The power of voodoo.
Hoodoo.
Hoodoo!
I saw my baby crying hard as babes could cry. Anywho.
Okay. I say, hi, Bloody Beak. So nice to meet you. I heard so many things about you from, my frog friend. What's his name again?
Igric.
Igric. And, he said to find you, and we unfroze you. We used the unicorn horn to unfreeze you, and I'm so sorry someone froze you. That's horrible. But I was wondering if you knew anything about the Jabberwocky, and if maybe you could help us with
Kill
the
it!
Jabberwocky.
I'll kill it!
Do
I
you
want to kill
like-
it! I want to kill it!
You don't like the Jabberwocky?
I want to kill it!
I don't think we like him either.
Let me out! I want to kill it! I want to kill it! Let me out!
Are you gonna be friends with us? Cause we unfroze you? You won't kill us.
Okay.
We can work as a team to kill it?
With a 30? Okay. Okay.
Okay. I unlock his cage.
So he is, you know what is funny about this?
Oh no.
So you are in a locked thing. What's on the far side is this portal that seems to be unopenable. Is this like, you have no idea how to open this thing. However, again, I had no idea where you guys were going today. I want you to look at your potions that you have right now. On your that you've currently prepared. Because you actually, on this last little rest you guys did as you leveled up, you gained another a second level potion. You've already used 2 of your second level potions to bring about your friends, but you have 1 remaining. And you guys all laughed at the name.
Oh, I can't. Where is that one though? Is it on here yet?
It should be. It is under. Yeah, it's the 3rd one of your second level potions.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I just not explained. Okay, and what does this do again?
It opens any door.
Opens any door. Okay, got it.
And as it happens, the
I will
literally
use
in this chamber, didn't think you guys would come to this chamber. It says you can only open this by a knock spell, and that's what your potion is effectively.
Oh!
Sweet.
So,
We did this well.
so basically, Latara,
I chose wisely.
you pull out your lubricant of knocking, because it's always important. Like whenever you guys are dealing with, I mean, not always, but like for a lot of people, if you're gonna deal with like any thrumming stones, you know, that like help like punishing people, it's important to use a lot of.
Bring lube.
It's important to have lubricant. It's important to have it. You don't know what
What's
people
Rival
need.
doing right now?
What's what?
What's Rival doing right now?
Rival, what are you doing? Oh, Rival has just re-secured the unicorn horn. Oh, I know why you're asking. Rival is watching an owl and has re-secured a unicorn horn. Latara is flowing this lubricant of knocking, kind of across this chamber to sort of cover that door, and sure enough, these circular portals begin to magically open, and Fritzy is...
While Rival's distracted, can Fritzy try to pickpocket the stone out of her bag?
At disadvantage, because it's a closed bag, please make a sleight of hand roll.
It's also vibrating.
I'm
and I
well
feel like
aware.
Rival's aware of it.
I'm well aware. Rival's gonna know when that thing's not in on her back anymore, for sure.
I just want to do it.
Of course you do. You're a rogue. That's what they're here for.
Disadvantage. Okay, that is an 18.
Rival, what is your passive perception?
It is
Wait. Where is it? 13.
13. So, you do manage to go into the bag and pull out this little personal massager gem. Which you are now holding. And which is now making a bit of a hum. Now, Rival, you do hear a loud owl hooting and screeching. Latara is the only one who knows that it is saying, I'll kill it, sure, I'll be your friend, let me kill it. And is now seeing the door open and go, yeah,
God.
open the doors, that's good, open the doors.
On our side.
Where is it?
Okay, we have to guide Bloody Beak to the Jabberwock.
Where is it?
It's this way. And I point in the direction that we came from.
Fritzy's just gonna hide the stone on her person.
I will say that Fritzy...
But, Bloody Beak.
Huh? What?
We should, can we stealth? Because we should sneak up on it because he's sleeping.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah!
I'm gonna go so quiet. Okay, I'm gonna sneak up on it, and then I'm gonna fucking kill it. Okay.
Owl is
Yes.
not
And then
like,
Bloody Beak
just wood owl.
Bloody Beak pauses and looks at you, Latara, and says, I like you. And then flies out of the portal.
Guys, he likes me. He flies and he likes me. He likes me. He likes me.
Okay, baby steps. Let's talk about
Latara.
Don't text him back for like 3 days just in case. No.
You don't appear too desperate.
Yeah.
Do I notice there's a lack of vibration? Or no?
I will say you do, actually, yes. Your perception's high enough that you can feel a lack of vibration. Fritzy, did you in fact put it down your blouse?
Yeah, and then I flew up.
I will. Can I intimidate a member of my own party?
Sure.
I will use
But first, Rival, I need you to make a perception check.
It is 9.
You don't hear it anywhere. Fritzy is conspicuously up. However, you can fly right now, Rival. You
Okay,
still have
I
wings.
will fly up to her
Okay.
and intimidate her and say, give me the stone. It's not a gem that's just pretty. It means something. I'll give it to you later. After it's not useful anymore and it's just...
When I'm done using it, you can have a turn.
Yeah, but will you even wash it after? Come on.
So, go ahead and roll an intimidation check. Fritzy's under no obligation to.
24.
Fritzy, Rival is being scary. Okay? Now here is an interesting thing. This is the nice game, but also it is fun to do weird things in these games. And we've become so puerile already. I feel like it's not completely absurd to kind of take things in this direction. So you have put this sort of into your chest.
Yeah, my blouse.
I am going to say that your heart is beating a little quick in response to Rival's thing. And if you're kind of holding it like right by your heart, correct? Kind of like if
Yeah,
it's between the
down the boobage.
the Duchess and the Contessa. Yeah, okay. So
It's going down here.
as between Titania and Mab. So as your heart is beating, you hear a crack. As if you've almost as if it's the equivalent of that you've knocked this jewel against a hard object. Okay? And then you hear, as your heart beats again, you hear another crack.
Uh-oh.
As you stand there as Rival's yelling at you, you're just like, okay, gonna let whatever happen?
Well, that's not what I was gonna do, but
What would you
now
like to
I
do?
don't. I was just gonna try and prank her by giving her something else that wasn't the thing, just to laugh and then give it to her
Sure.
eventually. But now if it's cracking, I don't want it in here
You hear
anymore.
a crack, crack. So you're gonna try to pull it out.
Yeah.
All right, so please make a sleight of hand roll to deftly pull this thing out before your heart beats one more intense time.
Alright.
I'm so
28.
With a 28, you... This was actually a sleight of boob check. Rather than pull it out, you just go, and you kind of just squeeze them together, and it just pops out.
Can I try to catch it?
Make a sleight of hand roll to catch it. I want her to fail this so bad.
10.
Rival sees it pop out. Rival reaches her hand out to try to catch it, and
If
it
she just asks for it nicely,
bounces off the side of her hand and falls down below, cracking for the third and final time on the ground. And,
If you just asked for it nicely.
I did, and then you didn't give it to me.
I was flying up away. You hadn't even asked yet. You came right up and started intimidating me.
Well, you should have stolen it
how
first.
far into this will we lean? I guess we should lean into it pretty far, right?
Sure.
I think we will. Let's roll gender real quick. Fritzy, roll me a D100.
Okay. 34.
34. Okay. So this is the vibe, although the particular one that comes out is wearing all leather and wielding a whip and is female.
Yes.
But this is the general vibe of what you've just unleashed. She is wearing a red cap, blood red, from the wounds of her enemies. And she appears
cap.
kind of out of this gem on the ground, clasping her whip, and just looking just super angry, and kind of, whatever weird leather harnesses and all sorts of stuff she's got on. She's like, who has been misbehaving?
Or is he just gonna point right at Rival?
Down here right now. Whoosh!
I will crouch down, not like submissively. Very clearly not submissively.
Dominantly crouch.
Dominantly crouch.
It's a dominant crouch.
With intimidation.
It's a hard move to crouch dominantly. So you're going to crouch down to her. Okay.
Yes.
Dominantly.
Someone has too much backbone.
I love this.
I'm here to punish those who've been defying the will of my lady.
Your lady's Zabilna, I suppose.
Well, right now, my lady's whoever let me out.
Oh, oh no. Because it seemed to have naturally transferred possession after it wanted to escape from you, so...
Oh, it was your hand that freed me. She grabs your hand, Rival, and smells it. Yes, you were the last to touch me.
Oh, not fair!
She smells up. She knocked me twice. Well, who are we here to punish? Who's been bad?
The
Well,
Jabberwocky.
The Jabberwocky?
Mm-hmm.
or...
Fine.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Let-
her? She points at Latara.
Oh no, she's lovely. She does not need any punishment, unless you would like some. Light.
Sounds fun.
We'll deal with that later.
She kind of like gives you like a really long stare for a second, Latara. This fucking game gets weird when it's just the three of you.
And what was your name?
Let's really interesting. I wonder if there is Dominatrix name generator. Well, roll a d10.
To me?
Yeah.
So not fair. If it had cracked 3 times, she could have smelled my cleavage to know that was where she was really tough.
She would have 10.
Yes.
I don't. Oh, I don't know if I like. I mean, I guess we'll go with this.
Oh no.
Mistress Bracebar.
Oh,
Could she be
for her
Pleatherette,
name?
like Smurfette?
Pleatherette.
Pleatherette, like the Smurfette.
I think I like Pleatherette more than Mistress Bracebar.
Yeah, can we roll again?
Yeah, sure. This isn't on my usual name generator. I just went somewhere at the internet. I don't.
Where'd you go?
That's how everything goes wrong.
What about 3?
They're not. They're just
okay.
obvious things, except for Bracebar, which I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that is.
I
know
think
that.
it's like one of those things that, like, I think it. Someone can confirm it. I think I just figured out what it was, and I don't want to talk about it.
I don't either.
We're gonna go with Pleatherette, and what's great is everyone just figured out where the line was, so that's good.
Bracebar is our safe word now.
Bracebar.
Ironically.
Oh god.
Can we change it to spacebar? Okay, so Pleatherette sort of gives Latara this very long look, like, okay, I'm gonna remember this one. She'll have to do extra penance later. Madam Penance would have been fine. Whatever. Anyway,
Penance would be good.
you know what? Her name is Penance Pleatherette.
Penance.
Well,
Pleatherette.
it was originally Penance Meyerowitz, but then, Penance Pleatherette. So she's here to, basically you have cast the, what's happened here is you've cast the Conjure Fey spell. And she is here to assist you in causing trouble for those who've wronged her lady.
So now I am her lady.
Well, for now, I am my own lady,
Of
but
course.
I respect Zybilna, and sometimes when she has people stepping out of line, I get them back into shape.
And what if Zybilna? Does she ever need punishment?
No. Like you said earlier, she is super dom.
So she likes to punish others?
Oh yes,
She does like to punish others.
she really does. Sometimes she does things and I am like, whoa. And I'm a red cap, in case you haven't seen my cap.
I have.
Yes.
Do you know how a red cap's cap works?
No.
No.
I have dyed my cap in the blood of those who've wronged me.
I'm surprised it didn't turn out brown.
Well,
My experience is blood on the
I then use dyes to make it look more striking.
There it is.
That's cool.
Delightfully morbid.
I also tell people my lipstick is blood, but it's really lipstick.
Lovely. Do you go into
Oh my
another-
god, this is so perfect. You also notice, I forgot this is the whole thing of red caps. She is wearing, like, massive iron stilettos.
Yeah.
Red caps use a kicking effect to mess with stuff, so she's literally in these like absurd just giant shoes. There to
Iron
just
boots.
stomp on people who misbehave. especially any fays who get out of line. I make them, well, you'll see soon enough. This Jabberwocky, you're gonna get rid of this Jabberwocky.
We may need you
Yes.
to assist with someone else who has been very naughty.
Who?
In the meantime, we haven't decided yet. In the meantime, where do you live? Do we find you a crystal, or do you not like crystals? Do you
No.
like a shell, perhaps?
I felt myself into crystal, but I've been summoned. I'm here now. You're not putting me inside of anything. You don't have what it takes to do that. Only Zybilna can put me inside of something.
Oh boy.
I put you inside of things. If anything gets put inside of anything.
Yeah.
Good.
This one is ridiculous this is hilarious. Just the three, I don't know what happens.
What have we done?
Very well.
Do you need me to draw you a chart? Because I'll do it.
I love
would you-
charts.
You love
Actually,
charts? You love charts, do you?
Yeah.
Then draw one. And if it's not good, I'm gonna make you do it again.
Can we just
actually,
to the Jabberwocky now?
I can also do that. Again, you'll have to draw charts later, Latara.
Okay.
well, can you draw maps?
More steel just
Adam-
in your ear is kind of...
Oh.
This one's a lot of time. This might be more than you can chew. I need to start a little bit smaller. Just light spanking or something. You're not... I don't draw maps. What do I look like? Some common cartographer?
Maybe.
Some little clerk?
You might be a woman of many
More
talents.
like a tartographer.
Yes, that was better. What you said. The only maps I know are the maps of pain for those who deserve punishment.
Right, and
If you want to know a route to suffering, I can provide that. But no, I cannot draw a map. Also, I'm really bad at art.
it's okay. I am too.
I tried to make jewelry for a while. I wasn't good at it. So now I do this. And I love it.
So you're a failed artist who now likes to punish people?
I don't see what you're getting at, and I wouldn't call me a failed artist again.
Okay.
Of course not.
I simply found I found something I'm more suited to.
Okay.
Let's go punish this Jabberwocky.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Does anyone have any cigarettes?
Do,
No.
No.
That's fine. I'll just use my whip and my heels.
oh,
Okay.
Right.
Failed artist who wants to punish people. Oh dear. Anyway, well, you guys have released a bloody beak. You have released a dominatrix redcap. And we are now poised to go and rescue Zybilna and face a Jabberwock. I really feel once again we're going to end on some weird beats and call that a session.
All right.
Thank you everyone for watching. I apologize that this did not have... I mean, I know this channel has a mature content warning, but this one needed an extra one, but so it goes. We don't always know ahead of time. I want to thank my wonderful players. I also want to thank everyone for watching. If you like what we did here, we play this game on Mondays, Wellness Beyond the Witchlight, as we race towards our dramatic conclusion. We also have a game on Fridays called Blood from a Stone, and that's the game where I'm not nice. And that game doesn't usually get as kinky as this one does, but it has. We also have a game on Sundays.
dominatrix there.
You did.
We did
that's
have
true.
a dominatrix.
We also have a game on Sundays called Here Be Dragons, and that one's all about dragons. Does that one get kinky? Actually, kind of. Maybe I just have issues. And then on this Wednesday, we're having another long lost noir test game. So check that out if you want to see some weird noir and pulp inspired classes get test played. This is always at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. You can find out all about our wonderful players on the About page here on Twitch. You can also go to our Discord to find out about that. If you like what we do, follow or subscribe. Do any of our players have anything they want to plug or talk about tonight? I should have checked if anyone would want to beforehand, so there's not an awkward moment where you guys are like, no, I'm good or whatever. Nope. Cool.
Get your vaccine, the
Yeah,
usual.
also, yes.
In
seriously.
LA, stop going out in public.
Just don't, guys, yeah.
Stay in. Watch
Stay in,
our stream.
watch stuff.
D&D.
Like, even, like, not, no one's
Get
saying
them on
forever.
shows.
Nobody's saying
Guys.
forever. Couple weeks. Just a few weeks.
Couple weeks.
On brand with this episode, guess what show I've been binging for the past 48 hours?
What show have you been binging the past 48 hours?
I have never seen it before and I'm obsessed.
What?
True Blood.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
That seems on brand for this
it's-
episode. For sure.
Starts good, and then it kind of.
So
I
far,
never
it's
finished
good.
it.
Okay, yeah. It's a lot. There's a lot of seasons.
It gets.
Well,
it
I
gets
don't think I'm
real
going to
bad.
finish it. But it's a lot to catch up on. But so far, I love it.
Very good. Well, yeah. So check out. Yeah, just watch a show you've thought of watching.
Yeah.
There's so much streaming
Binge.
TV. Just hang out. Just hang out as much. Just yeah. That's great advice.
Yeah. Go watch The Witcher or Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, Only Murders in the Building is so good. The best,
good.
the best Onion headline I think I've seen in several years was area man concerned that father didn't tell him to watch Only Murders in the Building, worried about parents' well-being.
Yeah, because it's such a good show.
It's great. It's very fun. And Witcher, what's that? That's toss a coin to your butcher, right? That's that one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Burn, Butcher, Burn.
Burn, Butcher, Burn. Yes.
Yeah, so just
I love
Bisexual
the second
energy
season
runs
of
throughout that show.
I like the second season a lot. It was very
I
fun.
love the second. I liked it better than the first one.
If we're just throwing out TV shows, what the hell? I don't know if I don't think I've ever talked about this show to any of the three of you. If anybody out there watches a program called Search Party, I strongly recommend Search Party. Season 5 of Search Party just dropped. Strap yourself in and watch season 5 of Search Party. It's the final season. Divisive doesn't even begin to cover it. I loved it.
I saw someone else talking about this, I think today.
That show is very cool because each season is a drastically different genre. And for the 5th season, I guess they were like, this is our last one, let's screw it. And then they went wild. So very fun stuff. Watch shows. Get vaccinated and boosted and all that fun stuff. I think until next time then, that's all I have to say. So we will close with our wonderful parting words, which also applies to the whole, COVID situation and stuff. But everybody, be well.
Be well.
Be
Be
well.
well.
Be well.
Love.
Good night, everyone.